Welcome to another edition of the Rock and Roll Librarian. With us today, special guest, the soon-to-be retiring official librarian, Shelley Sorensen.
But I'm not retiring from the Rock and Roll Librarian.
No, you're becoming the official full-time Rock and Roll Librarian. You're retiring from the official San Francisco Public Library.
From my paid gig, yes.
Yeah.
My civil service job.
The civil service job.
Yes, I've put in my time.
Back when those things were thought of as like, a qualified profession, something to be proud of.
Yeah, it's done.
Now you're just sucking off the government teat.
Hey. It's a fine pursuit. I have a calling. Everybody who works in libraries, public libraries, has a calling.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes.
There.
Public service, I think is what they used to call it. Yeah.
That's right. Actually, I saw that movie, The Public, that Emilio Estevez wrote and produced. It's quite good. It's about a public library, I think in Cincinnati, and the homeless situation that, really impacts public libraries. So I recommend it. I'd say thumbs up, everybody.
Hey, wow, we're going to get a couple recommendations today. So.
Yeah.
Well, so what's been going on? What's life like these days?
Oh, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Still singing in my band. And
what's the name of the band again?
It's called Pacific Fault Line.
That's right.
We play mostly in Pacifica, California, where we're sitting right now.
Yeah, you guys don't venture out of Pacifica too much
at
present.
Very, very local.
At present.
Yes, we have a niche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're ruling Pacifica.
Yeah, and the rain finally stopped for a little while anyway. And
we've been talking about that for a while, especially on Deeper Digs and Rock. We had a very wet winter here in Northern California.
We did, but it's good. It's a good thing.
It was needed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the last thing we need is drought. So,
No. I think we're officially done with the drought.
Well, for now.
Yeah.
It'll go in cycles.
It comes and goes. Right. All right. So what do you got teed up for us today? What are we talking about? Who is it we're talking about?
We're talking about Aretha. She is
Aretha Franklin?
Yeah.
Yes.
The one and
Queen
only.
Of Soul.
The Queen of Soul.
The recently dearly departed Aretha Franklin.
Yes.
So, we decided that we needed to do something to honor her, and who best than Shelley Sorensen, our very own rock and roll librarian, our very own Queen of Soul.
Thank you.
So we came up with a book. Actually, this is a second book for us here at Pantheon Podcasts for our friend Meredith Oakes.
That's right. 2 books, 1 author.
Yeah. I interviewed Meredith a couple months ago, specifically about her book, Rock and Roll Woman, the 50 Fiercest Female Rockers. And I think she mentioned that she was finishing up this book at the time.
Well, that's right. And that's
how you got it, right?
Yeah, I know. I was listening to the podcast of your interview with her, and then you said, "What are you working on next?" And she said, "This book about Aretha Franklin is coming out." And you said, "When?" And she said, "Well, actually, it's already out." And I went, "Whoa!" My head exploded. Like a new book about Aretha Franklin.
Yeah, who had just passed away at that point. I mean, literally, it was within weeks. So. Yeah. Sad to see her go, but boy, did she leave a legacy, huh?
Definitely, yeah. And I always, from the time I was a teenager, been totally a big fan of Aretha. And there's a quote in the book that she's the reason why women wanted to sing. Mm-hmm. And it's, for me, that was true. Of course, nobody can sing like her. And sometimes it's daunting to have her be some, kind of a light to go toward. But just picking up even a tiny bit of what she does is, I think enhances anybody's vocal stylings and work ethic and all that stuff. I just always wanted to sing like Aretha, and of course I can't. But I do try to bring as much soul into my singing as possible, and I think that's been, that's good for me. It's fun to try anyway.
Well, you can't find a finer voice to aspire to be. So, and just in case there is anybody listening who does not know what we're talking about, let's give them a little bit of a sample here to start the show. Let's play Chain of Fools.
Chain, 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 chain.